So I've glued everything down to the pieces of cardboard. I've made just wee junk journal bits right on the back. I've cut these out, put them on. I've cornered them all and inked them, of course. I'm going to make a bookmark, so I'll show you that shortly. And I've decided this one here, the biggest one, I'm going to use that as the front page of just a wee notelet that can go inside a junk journal. And this one as well, glue this on and turn it around and make it a little wee notepad. So there's plenty to do. I did find the magazine paper is really thin. I'm not used to working with thin, and so it's kind of wrinkled in some places. I tried Mod Podge and that was too wet. So I got back to my good glue, but the good glue dries real quick, so you've got to really get onto it. So I've managed to do a little bit, put it on, and then go down and push it all down, and that's worked okay with the good glue. So first we'll make the booklet. I need to make a score mark. We're going to keep this edge. We need to make a score mark where we're going to fold it. So I'm thinking probably just there. So I've got a line. Yeah, I got a line up. Oh, crikey. Line up this line so it's nice and straight. And then we're going to choose this fella here. So it's not going to, oh, you know, up there. Right, I'll do that. No, I'm going to move over because I'm going to have some room past the picture. And we'll cut that. I've cut it. I didn't score it. Well then, there's always opportunities when you make a mistake, so we'll just cut this out. Not thinking, trying to do all the right things, remembering what to say. This YouTube business is hard work. So I plan stuff all the time and it never turns out the way I think it's going to. Most of the time it turns out better, so let's hope this is one of them. So now what? Throw those bits away. Corner punch. I might use the medium size. Now I can see it's not square. It's not square here. And it's not square there because it's not a nice round. So none of this is square. Oops, and sometimes if I turn it over, no, it will give me a better one. But hey, it's vintage looking. So I'm going to grunge it up just a little bit. Here's a bit of this one. Just go around, grunge it up. Do the corners. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, I like to do this. Turn the edge over, give it a wee swipe there, and put it back up, and it gives us a little creased look. Just to add to the vintage look. Right. Now what are we going to do with it? Thinking quick. I'll leave that for now while I think about it. The next part, I might do this. This is going to go in it. Put that there. So I just cut out my piece. Got my trusty stencil. I put it on top. like so, and went round. I left a tail at the bottom, and the stencil top is wider, is smaller than the width of the article itself, so I'm just going to come and just round that off. So I actually got my smaller scissors, so I'm going to just go somehow just do a corn like that. It's like someone's watching me, which you are, and it's making me nervous. Eek. Oh, that could have been better too. Never mind. Never mind. Now we're going to accentuate it by giving it a wee edge. No, we won't do that. Fringe it up. Now I'm going to cover that with some rubbish. Some rubbish. That's probably not thick enough. Okay. Piece of cardboard's all I'm looking for. Anything. Anything. That's too thick. Oh my goodness. All you want is a piece of card. That's all that. Alright. So I'm going to cover this up here. Right, where I don't want the stamp, I've chosen sort of a script. I'm going to use this fella, and hopefully it doesn't have to be dark or anything, but oh, that's not going to work. Right. Everything's going wrong today. Oh. Right, that was not good at all. Oh, lo and behold, there's a smaller piece. Another thing I don't like. I'm going to have to cover that now. What the heck? I need to start again. What a schmozzles. Won't do. And this video is about, all about not what to do. That's what we could make this. Don't do this. Don't do that. Put that on there. It'd be boring if everything went right, wouldn't it? A bit like my sailing with my husband. We go away on sailing adventures. And, if everything goes well, if everything's good, it goes to plan, you're probably not likely to remember it when you're a lot older. So the more drama, the more you'll remember. And also, as I always say, everything's a learning process. So anything that you can't learn something if it goes right. I mean, that's not what I meant either, but you know what I mean, or not. So, give that a quick cut. We will do this again. We'll forget about the ink. I had enough of the ink. I've chosen this. When Mum gave me the pages, I took it as a challenge, which it's certainly doing. I might just leave that for a minute. It's going to dry. Now I wanted to do this lace. So I'm going to put the lace on here. Make sure it gets to the sides. Yeah. This is nice lace. Get the right side and just pop it down. Eek. Watch my fingers. I quite often do this because glue doesn't stick to plastic very well. So this is my finger aid. Ah! Come on, Gertie. It's not that hard. Rush, rush, rush. Right. I'm not waiting because I'm impatient. And I'll try and trim this off here. Here. Just wait, Tina, just wait. Nope. Use my fingernail. This should be quite dry. I'm not sure how this is going to go now. We'll go upside down. And oh my goodness, it's a bit harder the second time. Let's go back in and right. A hole punch. I'll use the big one, I think. No, medium. That's the small. Right, I think I'll go big. Let's go big. Find the middle somewhere there, and then with the rest of it, no, I'll ink it first. And do this. Pop it in there. Find your loop. There is a bookmark. So show before, put your lace, fold it in half, snip it away, up, and you should have, but it's not too obvious in this lace. That's a wee bit better. There's that one, room enough for writing on the back. So I always, whatever's going to be written on the back, I try to remember to put something on the, to ink the backs of them. And yeah, I could have put a wee stamp there if I wanted. That's the bookmark. Just pop that over there. Yeah. This one is going to be a notelet, and this time we are going to score it, not cut it. So I'm going to, when you're doing this, this is going to be the front page, this is going to be the back page. So you always put your front up to the front, and keeping in mind that you must have plenty this side to be the back. I'll show you, I will show you. So that's gonna, I have been working upside down, not working upside down. I'm sorry about that. This is the one I've chosen because I like the shape. Now, what I mean by half, as it dries. Now we're upside down. I am, or not. And just smooth the edges. See what I mean? Just, it dries so fast, this stuff. Paper thin, paper thin, paper. Get it nice and gentle. Let's see. Now she's really glamorous. Vital liver concentrate. Before she was weak, run down and anemic. This time, guys, I'm going to score it. So this is called a scoring tool. One end's I've super sharp, which I don't use, and this one's got a tiny, tiny little ball on it. You won't be able to see, it's minute. So now I want it to fold nicely because it's stiff cardboard. So what I need to do is eyeball it, I am. And I'm just going to make a score mark. So press down into the, I might as well do both because it's where it's going to fold. You're not going right all the way in, you're doing it so it folds nicely. And if you don't have it, so now I have this, where's that other tool? I did see it once. Some of you will know what I'm looking for, and I can't even remember what it's called. Oops. Oh, come on, Tina. I don't think I'm cut out for this videoing stuff. I'm going to have to use an ice cream stick. So you use something like this to press down on the crease. So give you a nice crease. So now I'm going to cut right up to where the advert is. Cut across here. Proper. Nearly. Oh, come on. Everything's against me today. Sure is. Look at that. So now we're going to have to even it. Square it up. And chop off which isn't straight. So I'm kind of eyeballing again. And I have a problem hosting. I haven't waited for it to dry long enough, and I've given it a bit of a rough edge because the glue was wet. Right. And there's the booklet, and in there are also some pages later. When it's dry, I can even just give it a real light sand or trim it. So there's the booklet, another component. I have here on the page was the word nostalgia, crikey, and style always in vogue. So I'd like to use them. I'm going to cut nostalgia out. Keywords. So there's one. And this fella, I'm going to use my ruler Oh, it's doing the same thing. It's not wet, it's just because it's so bloody thin. This is really going to look vintagey, isn't it? Urgh. Keep calm. It's okay. We will use it to our advantage. Not sure what that is yet. But if you're getting the general idea, I'm putting this tiny little bit on a bit of this. So tread, go gently, it's very fragile paper. Could Women's Weekly not afford some good quality paper? This is like bloody tissue. Ah, this will be the last time I use anything out of the Women's Weekly. Just gonna put that. No, I'm not, because nostalgia's there. Let's do it again here. I need room. So that's all ripped. I could go the easy way, couldn't I? Just go the easy way and give up. I could. So I put on a bit of cardboard and then I go around and I trim it off. So there's that. Is it straight? No. No. And then the magic ink. Get around. Now this is what my box of words is full of, this sort of, well, it's exactly what I've done on a winter's night. Just sat there and cut up words. Put them in a box. And when I need something, I've got it. Need a bit more juice. Not liking the pink much, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Yeah, nostalgia and styles always in vogue. So there's two things to add to this lot. Okay, these will be glued on somehow. Oh, this will live for another day. And I think, now can you see what I've done? I've done a big no-no here. I have left the ink on my stamp. Big no-no. I'll dip my trusty cloth in a bit of water, paint water, and try and wash that off. And I might be not so good. Bit of water. Don't do this, otherwise your stamps aren't going to last very long at all. Right. I have saved it. Okay, so we've got all this to work with for the next video. We've got 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, and my two words. Now We'll go back to this in the next video. Hopefully it'll be a better video. Not so many mistakes. Balls ups is a good word. Okay, thanks for joining me at Waipuna. Catch you later.